Good morning. We are live. How is
Good
everybody
morning.
doing? Hey, good to see you.
Good to be seen.
It is a pleasure. Thank you for joining me this morning.
You are welcome.
All kinds of things going on in the house today. Uh, glad to have Toastmasters to wake up with.
Pick up with your fellow Toastmasters.
That's right. So I was kind of thinking today we could talk about our district website. I don't think we've talked much about it. It's a really nice place to go find out about the district, what's going on. I know we have a district Facebook page. We have other social media too, but I think
Yeah.
that the district website is like where all the information is about who's who and what's what.
Yes, it's still a work in progress, but yeah, let's see what's on there.
All right. Well, let me do a share screen here and see if I can pull that up for us. Let's see. Do you see the district website?
It'll be an opportunity to go, Robert, I need to fix this. We've been working on it this season, and it does get to be a lot to get it fixed. I belong to another association and we're doing the same thing. It's not an easy task to get it up and running and to correct errors. So if you guys see anything, just let us know and we'll get it fixed. So what do we
That's
have here?
absolutely right. So
Mhm.
this is the home page. Do you see that?
Yes.
Excellent. So let me see if I can do something with the home page.
While he's doing that, you will see a lot of basically canned pictures because Toastmasters does want to protect its branding. So everything is canned and what is from Toastmasters International. Are you trying to make it bigger or?
Just trying to make it do something. I thought it had to open up, but
Oh, nope,
so
this is our first page.
here we have what's going to happen on January 24th
That's
at 6
today.
p.m.
Today.
Yeah. And there's a link to register for it right there. That is awesome. And it
Yep.
gives a countdown clock to when it's going to start. So maybe we should tell what TLI is.
TLI. Yes, we talked about TLI.
Yep. So that would
Um,
be the club officer training, and that's going to be in 10 hours. And I'm looking forward to presenting on the president position.
and I am presenting on a panel and what else? A panel and vice president of VPPR.
Ah, well, that's a good
VPPR.
job for you
Yes.
because that's exactly what you are, VPPR. So it's got a place to meet your district leaders, the 21, 22. If you click there, it should open up and you'll see the illustrious
Our fearless
Carol
leader.
Campbell, our District 115 director for the year. She is leading us forward on the charge to share Toastmasters with the world. So
Yes.
there's information. I think there's probably a bio. There's our past district director, Kristen, and our program quality director, Gene Williams, and our club growth director, Ken Richardson. And that beautiful lady next is Jennifer Smith. I think we can see her live here instead of the picture. It's a beautiful picture of you, by the way.
Thank you.
And then we have Cynthia Dick, who is our administrative manager. So there's the officers
Nice to
of
stop.
Toastmasters. So all of the people who are making this happen. And then we have the four divisions.
Let's
The
click on those.
Division A, and there's the division director, Rick Sparrow. Now he was one of my area directors. I don't know, a couple of years ago, I think. Great
It was
guy.
last year.
Last year. There you go. It seems like time's moving faster for me. So he's the A director. And then here are the 4 area directors. Each one of those are overseeing several clubs to
And when
help them.
you say that overseeing several clubs, what does that mean?
So if the clubs, they are the link between, so it comes downhill. We receive information from Toastmasters International at the district level, and we distribute that to the division directors, who distribute that to the area directors. And each of the area directors has assigned clubs that they funnel the information to each of their clubs. So it's a line of communication. The area directors are responsible for their clubs, and they talk to the presidents of those clubs and the members of those clubs to say, for example, we're talking about contests coming up. All of the contests and everything are arranged through the clubs, through the area directors, the division directors, and then up to the district. So it's a communication and control link. Kind of a military thing where we're going to hand down the information to them, and they're going to do whatever action needs to be taken.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So that's A.
That's Division A. And then we can click on each of these and find out what clubs are in there. But let's go back and see if we can go back to Division B. Dun-dun-dun. Need some music for this. Division B. So now we go to Division B. And we have area contests or club contests starting up right away for the 2 contests we've got going on. So our division directors, our area directors are all working toward that. So this is Malik Williams. He was also one of my area governors last year. So he is a great guy. He is very involved in Toastmasters, member of a couple of clubs with him. And then here are his area directors: Kathleen Kingston, Gunnar Fritz, Liz Babcock, and Deborah Lee Terry. So each of those have their own clubs in that division that they are funneling information to, and bringing information, not only funneling down to them, but bringing information back to us so we can post when their contests are going to be and where they're going to be.
Should have pictures of all of our members somewhere, maybe.
I that would be great. We could do a group shot.
Yeah.
Maybe at the next contest we could do each one. So let me go back again. That was B. So we need to do equal treatment for everybody. So we'll do C. There are 4 divisions here. So it's A, B, C, and D. This is Tanya Duff. She is the division director for C. Many years ago, I was a division director for Division C.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, I was division or area director for Valley Voices and Vices at that time too.
Oh.
So here are the area directors for C, and each of them have clubs under them as the other area directors. And we'll go back and then we'll hit the last division, which is Division D. So what this means to everybody out there who's watching this is that each of the clubs you go to are assigned to an area and then assigned to a division.
Our little branches.
Little branches of the same tree.
Yes.
So, and then we have the 4 area directors there. Eugene, Jan, and Jane I know very well. I don't know, well, I do know Tammy. We're in a club together as well. So we're all good friends as well. So this is the area directors. We have then 16 area directors who are over the clubs that we have in the district.
And any of these, speaking of the branches, and we are, of course, asking for nominations and maybe self-nominating for these areas for next year. And any of these, we're looking for club growth directors too. So any of these directors and division directors and area directors can qualify to be a club growth director. So just putting that little plug out there. Maybe we should just nominate them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the we've got the people. All we need to do is let them know how to jump in and join.
Yeah,
So we're back at our division page. Let's see what else is below here.
I think that was it.
Is that it? So
Mm-hmm.
then we'll hit this link,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've got pathways. There's information about our pathways program and resources. How to start a club if you want to start a club. Zoom
Let's go to
newsletters.
how to start a club. Just
How to start a club. So this is really great for any company or any group of individuals, your church group, your uh, book club, any group could form a Toastmaster club, or any individual can bring it together. You need 20 people to start a club, and that is here's new clubs. So it talks about a company, organization, or group, which I was just saying, that could benefit from Toastmasters. And I think any group of people can benefit by empowering themselves with communication and leadership skills.
yeah, absolutely. So when we're talking about members and clubs, you don't have to just join our club. If you both, like Jean said, if you are a president or a CEO that's watching this, and or just a club or a member of an organization, and you're like, this would be great for the rest of your members, the car salesman, any kind of sales department, and 20 people, why not just start a club? You don't have to just go to our club, and then you all are on the same
Right.
level,
Mm-hmm.
and you start at the same time, so nobody is a little bit more advanced than the next.
And generally, the company will pay for your training as Toastmasters
Yeah.
so that you can improve yourself and improve the company by becoming a Toastmaster. So, for example, the city of Henderson is a club that
Hmm.
is that formed as the city club, and the city paid to get that club chartered, paid for the members to join, and all of them are city employees, and it benefits the city of Henderson. So we have several companies. What is it? The gas company as well has a club. So there are several companies here in town that have Toastmaster
And you
clubs.
can get an amazing certificate that says that you are a chartered member of a
Yeah,
club.
there you are. So this is what you fill out. You put your email in here and hit next. But I guess we need to put the email in before we can go farther. So
Yeah.
that is where you would go to start your own club. So that's not how you would join a club, but how you would start a club.
You should change that and also ask for a phone number and name of the company.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what comes next on the form. If you want me to put my email in there, I can do that. You want to see
Yeah.
what comes next?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that, and then we'll hit next. Maybe I'll be starting a club.
Oh, there it is.
It's
Okay.
your name. Yeah, so it's a form you fill out, and I'm sure that there's a lot more next to come.
Gotcha. All
So
right.
that is how you would start a club. Uh, but I think that the best thing you could do would be to call Jennifer or myself or somebody to help guide you through
That
the
would be Ken.
process.
You would call
Ken,
Ken.
yes, Ken Richardson,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
he is the club growth director, so he will be helping you to get your club started,
Yes.
and will bring other people in as needed. So let me get back here. There's also a starter club link on Toastmasters.org. If you click that, they'll send out. All right,
Yeah.
so I seem to be hung up here.
I wonder
Ah,
why.
push too many buttons too close together. All right, I'm gonna hit the back button to see what happens.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so we're back here. I'll hit this link again. So we got the starter club we went to, Zoom, newsletters. Now, Ken's been doing a great job with newsletters
Hmm.
and keeping us all informed So there's volume 1, January 1st. So that would be the latest one. Let's see what's going on.
There it is. Our
There
very
is
own
our
Sherry
newsletter.
Parker.
Sherry Parker, she is an awesome Toastmaster, past district director, and very involved with keeping Toastmasters going here in Las Vegas and Southern Nevada, and now parts of Southern Utah as well.
Yep.
So that is our expansion. I got to get up there to St. George and see what's going on up there. It's a nice ride up there.
Road trip. Yep.
Road trip, road trip. So that's all about what's in this issue. Again, we have the TLI, the Toastmaster Leadership Institute, coming up, and that is a flyer for that. It is going to be our first in-person one since the pandemic started. I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun.
Which we already had that
We
one.
already had that one, so this is going to be the online version.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh, well, this is January 1st.
Yeah, all of this is January 1st.
Yeah.
I'm living in the past. Hey, who is that beautiful lady?
That's me.
The
My little...
VPPR corner. So there's multitudes of layers in this website with all kinds of information that you can obtain about what's going on in the district. It is great information, something that everybody I think should take a look at.
Yep. Go up.
And
Right there.
up here,
No, you were right there.
there we go. So those are the volumes of the newsletter, which go on and on to the first of the year. July 1st is our physical year.
Yep.
So let's go back again, or hit this.
I don't know if those buttons work, so
All
that's...
right. Let's go back.
Yeah, I think that's something that we have to work on.
Well, we need a lot of help, and the person who's doing this website has been doing it pretty much as a one-man job. He needs some help, and if you're a great website person, you want to join our organization and help build a website, hey, here's your opportunity.
Yep. Just to add and tweak, Robert does an amazing job.
Oh, Robert does. He is he's an amazing Toastmaster. So we talked about newsletters. You want to take a look at our incentives?
Sure.
You drive, I'll push. So here is our current incentives: grow your club and earn TI bucks. Now TI bucks are handy because you can buy all kinds of buttons and cups and face masks and all kinds of information. Yeah.
Paraphernalias.
It's a great resource. So here are our incentives for 2021-2022. And I think, Jennifer, you put this together, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I thought you did. So there's the Triple Star Member Award and Early Distinguished Club Contest.
Kay and I were just talking about the third and fourth quarters, so this should be revised here by the end of next week.
Yeah, because we got the third quarter coming up. That is amazing.
We are in the third quarter, yeah.
Isn't it amazing that 2022 is like streaming by? We're almost through the first month.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and you can also download this to your computer if you want to have it.
Yep.
Anything below here?
Nope.
That looks like it. So that is the district website. There's the international website, which we've been on before. So we did the newsletters. Communication Leadership Award. That's for someone outside of Toastmasters, isn't it, Jennifer?
Correct.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we put in the last one. I requested, just to let you know, I requested to actually post the person who won last year, and I never did get that information.
So here's the criteria for the award, and there's a nomination button there. If you want to nominate someone in the Las Vegas area, the Southern Nevada area, the Southern Utah area to receive this award, it gets presented at our district conference, and it's a pretty prestigious award. I've seen several people give speeches that were amazing at the banquet, and so there's the nomination. You submit your form, and hopefully the person that you chose that really supports the area of where you are. So that is that form. What else is here, Jennifer?
I think, well, go to the contest dates. We should,
Contest date.
it will be posted soon, but
Stay
in the
tuned for
future, by, I think it's by February 1st, or no, actually February 5th, they will have the dates and where we're having the contest. So,
what's going on right now are club contests. So
correct.
each club is having its contest, and they'll pick the days they're going to have the contest at the club, and they
Correct.
will. And they don't have to have a contest. Their selection process is totally up to the club at the club level. If
Right.
you have somebody that you want to appoint, nobody wants to do the job, or somebody's afraid to do the job, you as a club can appoint the person to represent your club. So all you need is a volunteer. And if you want to have a contest, be careful calling it a contest, because then you're limited to the criteria of the rules. You have
Correct.
to come in on time. Sometimes a club would choose to have what they call a showcase,
Yes.
and then that showcase would represent the person who wants to be in the contest, and it would actually be a runoff between the people who are there, and the club selects who goes. But for the contest, you have to be very careful, because there's a strict rule book you can get from Toastmasters as to what has to happen at the contest. So I'm not even sure who's our chief judge for the district. Do you know, Jennifer?
I do not know.
Okay, so we have a chief judge who's going to be supervising the contest, and he will make sure that we follow all the
He
rules.
or she.
He or she, they, they may
Yeah.
be. All right. So that is that. Um, so we will get those dates and stick them on here.
Yes.
What else is next here, Jennifer?
Use your arrow.
Go back.
Yep.
Go back. I told you you'd be driving. So we've
Turn
talked about this.
around.
There you go. And now
Can you turn?
we're back to the top of this. Let's see what else is under this page.
I think. And then also, if you want to see the calendar of events, well, like let's go to webinars,
Webinars.
because this is where we house some of our uh, officer events.
Yes. So we've got some wake ups with Toastmasters on there.
Mhm.
Full. So that's play all, Sergeant at Arms. So these are a lot of training the secretary that we've gone through for the different club offices. This is when it looks like Malik was giving a presentation on VP of membership.
Mhm.
So those are all the club offices that we're going to be talking about at the TLI.
Yep.
So that is an important job to help support the club.
So it is 6:28.
Oh, it looks like we filled this half hour.
We did.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on. I'm very pleased that you're here.
Thank you for asking me. And then we have Ken and Phyllis tomorrow. Not sure
Right.
if there's a guest. If anybody does want to be a guest, make sure you let us know, because we like guests.
We do.
Yes. And
Yes.
then Wednesday, you and I are
Yeah,
going to
Wednesday.
be on.
Yeah, Wednesday, you and I.
And then Thursday, Phyllis and Ken. And
Right.
then on Friday, there may be surprise hosts. We don't know yet.
Ooh, Friday.
Yeah, because
All
you're
right.
not going to be here.
Well, I will stop sharing and say thank you again for helping me
welcome.
today.
You're welcome.
Carrying the show, more likely. But thank you very much.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
All right. Well, Thank you. And then thank you, everybody. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and we will talk to you on Wednesday.
All right.